What's up, Trekkies? Hi, so I need to... Is that better? Possibly could be better. I'm gonna be honest with you, I have not played that carrier since. It's a pretty decent carrier, engineering carrier. Just because it's got frigates doesn't necessarily mean that I love it so much. I like the NRX, but I don't necessarily like that one. As is right now, we have an update coming out for next week. As I just looked at the calendar, that it's coming out next Tuesday, so any further information that comes out today, I will cover next week, as well as I will probably wait, because if 13.5 is coming out next Tuesday. And that's for PC. As is for console, what do we got going on for you? Before I get into all the PC stuff. Keyring bundle, and the keyring bundle is already over with. That's awesome. That was like no news. PS4? Nope. Alright. That's cool. So we've got 13.5 coming down, and as is a 0.5, it's typically just like, well, when we have it on WoW, it's basically like we're gonna release a raid, as it has been for this expansion at least, and they're putting in any like last minute class changes or something. So you might have, as is what's going on right now, we have the Infinity Box, which is going until the 18th, started last Thursday. So technically, this is news for this week. Faction-specific prototype ships, the Atlas prototype Dreadnought Cruiser for Federation, the D9 Dreadnought Battle Cruiser, and the Romulan Thry Dreadnought Warbird. I don't know if I've covered those before, but they're now being... The Infinity Lockbox is now including these, seen from the Undiscovered Lockbox. The Cross-Faction Undiscovered Console Pack, Disruptor Pulse Emitter, Secondary Shield Projector, or Hull Ionization Module. Cross-Faction Undiscovered Starship Trait Pack, Catastrophic Overload, Layered Shielding, or Sif Shunt. That's Structural Integrity Field, not Thorim's wife. It's a WoW reference. Research Assignment, 23rd Century. Each of these allows access to special 23rd Century duty officer missions. Undiscovered Bridge Officer Training Manuals, which is Structural Analysis 1, 2, and 3. Distributed for Science. Distributed Targeting 1, 2, and 3 for Tactical. Overload Integrity Field 1, 2, and 3 for Engineering. In addition to these items, we're excited to announce the inclusion of new Tier 6 versions of our previous Tier 5 Lockbox ships. So it's the Xindi Aquatic Biostris Dreadnought Carrier, which making it Tier 6. Chemosite Overload is its starship trait, and its console is Enhanced Cascade Resonance Catalyst. So initiate a resonance burst that can echo off the shields of the hulls, which is the same console, boom, 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 and then it echoes off. It's actually really cool looking. And then the Chemosite Overload Starship trait. While this trait is slotted, your first hit with Beam Overload will cause a 2-kilometer radius explosion that deals radiation damage and reduces damage resistance to foes. Tier 6 Sistrus Escort, Xindi Reptilian. It's same console. And it's got heavy weapon, but it's got the Proton Charge Launcher right now, which is you may only have 6 heavy proton charges in play at once, and will unable to fire additional shots until existing ones have delivered their payload or timed out after 60 seconds. So what it does is they seek out the nearest target within 10 kilometers and rush towards them. Once close enough to their foe, they detonate, dealing proton damage in 2-kilometer area. So you may want to take the Dyson set, something. I know there's a lot of proton weapon boosting around in that era with the Dyson experimental set, I think. So it could be beneficial for that. Self-replicating hull is the starship trait. Activating Ox to emert Ox A to B. Ox to structural integrity or Ox to inertial dampeners will provide a substantial boost to hull regeneration and energy damage resistance rating for a short time. So that's the PC box, Infinity Box. And that's going on right now, and will end at 13.5 when we get a new lockbox, which should be probably being out either today. Because if the Infinity's going out until the beginning of that, then we need to... Then another lockbox is coming. So we've got in... Oh wait, let's announce... So yeah, 13.5, in Brushfire, newest feature episode, players will be contacted by legendary Klingon Captain Radek, voiced by Tony Todd, because he's got a good Klingon voice. He's found a secret prison run by the Sona. If you don't know those, please watch Star Trek Insurrection. Need your help to rescue a special prisoner, which is Martok. J.G. Hertzler is coming back to voice Martok, because apparently Klingons don't die of old age. We've got Worf, we've got Martok, I don't know where Gowron's at. Just, Lord. But yeah, Martok's coming back. The link below has a video from their Star Trek Online YouTube channel that talks about all that, so you get to listen to J.G. Hertzler's voice, not as Martok, but he sounds a lot like Martok. Probably because he's been doing conventions and stuff with him for so long, it's sort of like worked in. He also references that Klingons are like football players, which you probably should watch the video. I'm not going to give any spoilers on that one. So, need your help to rescue Martok, who originated from Deep Space Nine, obviously. The Alliance hopes that Martok will be the key to halting the proto-matter-fueled advance of the Zenkethi. The Ferengi Admiralty campaign lets you send ships on assignments to earn resources to support the Ferengi Alliance. Don't send your Admiralty ships out for exploration, honor, or glory. Send them out to bring home that sweet, sweet Latinum. Hopefully. If that's the case, I'm going to be accumulating a lot of GBL. A lot. Oh my god. A lot. I'm going to have like all the holographic displays. Anyways, and then that will come out July 18th, and next we have the Endeavor system, which I think I've talked about before. So, the Endeavor system, yeah, I talked about this one. It'll update Monday and Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then the weekend. So, there'll be 3 times during the week you'll get a different challenge, and it's a challenge and like, it's just a little thing to do, like, there's actually achievements in the game that most people don't really realize, because they pick like one, because they're like, oh, I got it, and they look up the best weapon type, so they play that weapon type on all ships everywhere all the time, because they looked up something when they first started the game because they wanted to be the best player at level 3, and so they've been playing with anti-proton since the beginning of the game, so they don't realize necessarily that there are other things out there like Tetrion and Polaron. But there are achievements to dealing so much damage with your ship, for each weapon type, actually. So, and you get actually a small boost to damage with that type, which is understandable if you don't use Tetrion. The problem is, there's a lot of things that do other types of damage that you may not necessarily use. That you use, but you don't use as your weapons. Like, if you use the Refracting Tetrion Cascade, I say this because usually I'm in the middle of something like near a gravity well, and I emit it out, and then it like, it's like a chain lightning, but it's chain Tetrion in an area around you. It's the Nukara Tier 5 rep. 2% Tetrion damage. So, and I say achievements, but it's accolades. Yeah, it's like dealing, it's under the damage dealing ones, and it's like matter, no matter, deal 20,000 anti-proton damage with your captain. Your captain means ground, versus deal anti-proton, but it's deal 100,000 damage with your ship. Deal 2 million anti-proton damage with your ship, you get the Striker title and the power 2% anti-proton damage strength space. Same thing with ground, but you get the Annihilator title. You get a bunch of titles for doing all of these in case you want, like, a title that's not necessarily one that, but like just doing kinetic damage, which most people do, 2 million torpedo damage, you get Missile Commander title, and 2% kinetic damage through space. Phaser, Plasma, Polaron, Tetrion, damage receiving accolades, and you get +2 anti-proton damage resistance magnitude. Not sure if that still applies. It might, but it applies to every single damage type. So you've probably gotten all of those, but again, but you don't probably have all the damage types. There's like kill one. There's kill accolades too. Do they give a boost? Like beasts. You get the Beastmaster title and plus 2% damage against beasts on ground. Liberated title and power, plus 2% damage against Borg on ground. Immune title and power, plus 2% damage Borg versus space. Borg in space. Breen, Cardassian, Davidian, only works on ground. Elachi, Federation, it's only for Klingon and Romulan, the KDF side at least. Thakiri, Gorn, Herald, Erogen, Klingon Empire Rebel, Nausicaan, Orion, Reman, Romulan, species M113, only in like that one map that I don't even think you can queue up for anymore. Sphere Builders or Tutarians, no actual damage boost there. Terran Empire, Tholians and Kethi, Undine, I mean all the enemies. Oh my god, we have that many enemies. Gravity kills. Your ship was sucked into a hypermass and torn apart by tidal forces. How to get? Allow your ship to be completely pulled into the event horizon on gravity. Did I actually get that achievement because I was trying to fight too much? Anyways, but yeah, so that's, in the Ever system will be just like, do X amount of Tetrion damage with your ship. And you just do that. You have like 2 days or 3 days on the weekend to do it. I'm taking a while, I guess the weekend ones are going to be a little stronger, but maybe not. We'll just have to see how this plays out in like a week. So that's everything I can find for 13.5 as is right now. I will check it out, come next week on the 18th, and we'll see what new information there is. I'll catch you guys later. Bye.